Hello everyone. Hello English lovers. How are you doing? How is your learning English journey going on? So today let's talk about another idioms because English has a lot of idioms, all right? So let's begin. The first idiom of the day is split hair. To split hair means to make small or unnecessary distinctions, to argue about tiny details or differences. For instance, stop splitting hair. It's just wasting time. Another example, splitting hair sometimes is needed because tiny details are important to satisfy the customers. The next one is to have or to get your ducks in a row. That means to be well prepared, well organized, so you're ready for the next steps. As an example, you need to get your ducks in a row before the presentation take place. Let's move on to turn the other cheek. To turn the other cheek means to avoid reacting in angry manner or violent even when someone has hurt you. It also means to respond mildly or meekly towards someone who has been done something bad without retaliating. So, for example, when someone criticized my accent, I didn't bother. I was just turn the other cheek. The next one is no room to swing a cat. This expression you can use to describe a place or space that is very small or cramped quarters. For example, I'm not going to buy that cute house. It has no room to swing a cat. The next one is go against the grain. That means to be the opposite of your ideals, your belief, or your principle. So you're doing something even though you don't like it, right? So for example, if your parents ask you to marry someone you don't love and you just say yes because to be good child, you have to say yes to to make them happy, to make your parents happy, all right? So even though it went against the grain, you accepted your parents' offer. All right. So let's move on uh, to vote with your feet. When you vote with your feet, that means you show that you don't support about something by leaving the place where it's happening. So, for instance, I saw on news TV program, uh, some people voted with their feet when the board leadership meeting took place. The next one is rule of thumb. Rule of thumb. That means a general rule based on experience or common sense, but not based on exact calculation. So this rule mostly works in most cases, right? So for example, texting before making a call, it's a good rule of thumb in my opinion. So what are the things that you think it is a good rule of thumb in your opinion, right? You can share your opinion in the comment section below, all right? So let's move on to roll the dice. To roll the dice means to take risks, uh, to take risks with the hope of gaining something positive from it. because we don't know whether the result will be good or unpleasant. We don't know. We just taking risk instead of doing nothing. All right. So, for example, uh, you have to roll the dice in this crazy life instead of wasting your time for unnecessary stuff, right? So just better just roll the dice, take risk, right, to get what you want to achieve. The next one is to burn up the road. That means to drive very fast, right? So for example, when you wake up late due to the alarm clock didn't go off, then you just burn up the road, heading to the office, for example, right? And the last one is to lead someone down the garden path. To lead someone down the garden path. That means to deceive or to mislead or to make someone think wrongly, right? So, for example, it is easy to lead a gullible down the garden path. It's easy to lead a gullible down the garden path. So that is mean it's easy to deceive an unexperienced person or people. All right. So don't be one. So anyway, thank you for watching. See you for the next one. Bye.